I can't tell. I'm sideways. Oh, dang, golly. All right, what if I go like this? Is that better? I'm gonna have to do this vertical. I'm gonna have to do this vertical. I'm gonna have to do this. Sorry about that. All right, well, I'm gonna have to do it short style because I done screwed up again, but hey, that's okay. Here I am in my office in Death Valley. Welcome to another live stream. Just got back from my Eclipse road trip. And yesterday, if you saw what I posted on my Instagram just now, we celebrated Bicycle Day, which is an annual holiday celebrating or commemorating the very first time Albert Hoffman, aka the inventor of LSD, took LSD recreationally and rode his bike around Basel, Switzerland. So my sister and I and our friend Terry, the electrician, all took mushrooms and rode our bikes around the desert, and it was absolutely amazing. But consequently, I'm a little hungover today, so apologies if I look a little beat up. All right, well, ask me some questions, y'all. I see a lot of hellos. Hello from upstate New York. Hi. Hello from Houston. Boy, howdy. I was just in Texas. As a matter of fact, my next 3 videos will be from the great state of Texas. So stay tuned for that. Oh, watching from Paris, Tennessee. Oh, we're not the jet set. Let's see what else. Plans for a new 4Runner. Well, you know, they got that new engine now, so I don't know if I want to get the new 4Runner because I've heard mixed things about it's a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, and I don't know anything about that kind of stuff, but my friends who do know say I should wait until it's been out for a few years, so no immediate plans. Hello from Idaho. Hi, I might be going to Idaho myself this summer to check out some more hot springs. I haven't formalized my summer plans yet, but I didn't get to spend nearly enough time in Idaho last summer, so it's on my list. I might go back. Bakersfield, California. Love Bakersfield, and I'm serious. I pass through Bakersfield quite a bit, and I think it's very underrated. Garth in Nashville, what up? I might be going to Nashville too. I have a very good friend, this guy right here, who lives in Nashville, and he invited me to come visit him sometime this fall. So look out. I might be doing a meet and greet in Nashville. I'm not kidding. Anyone who lives anywhere within driving distance of Nashville, I might go to a honky tonk down on Broadway and just sit at a table in the corner, and anybody who wants to can come hang out with me and buy me a drink. Hello from Sacramento. How about that? Crestline, beautiful Crestline, love it. People watching from all over. Whitefish, Montana. How about that? Gardner, Montana. Dang, who's minding the store in Montana? Everybody's on my live stream. Somebody says, I never posted Margot's info. What's her Instagram? Now, I did. If you look in the description to that video, I don't know how it works with TikTok, so I just put her handle so you can look her up. It's Rahandee, and it's spelled Rahyndee. So if you just go on TikTok or Instagram and look up @Rahyndee, you'll find her TikTok. And now I gotta let you know that obviously you can't post anything super NSFW on TikTok, but Margot's TikTok is not for kids. Let's just say that. And you've seen Margot, and you've seen the way Margot fills out a sweater, and you may even have seen how Margot fills out a pair of pants. Well, it's all on display on her TikTok, so check that out. Greetings from El Cajon, Manhattan Beach, Indiana, Florida. Yeah, someone says hit the like button. Everybody hit that like button. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe while you're at it. Hello, Sarah from the Big Ask. What's the Big Ask? Minnesota, Oklahoma. I just spent some time in Oklahoma. Matter of fact, I shot a couple of videos in Oklahoma. I just shot I hiked to the highest point in Oklahoma. Because you know how you can do that peak bagging, hike to the tallest point in all 50 states? Well, I've already been to the top of the highest mountain in New Mexico, Wheeler Peak, and in Colorado, which is Mount Elbert, and in California, which is Mount Whitney. Well, I figure I was in Oklahoma and I was near the highest point in Oklahoma, and it's only a 600-foot climb. So why not? So I did. It was a beautiful hike. Loved it. Love Oklahoma. Saw some really cool stuff there. Ach, du lieber, someone watching from Germany. How about that? International crowd here. Love it. Somebody said Margot has perfect hair. I agree. I think her hair is beautiful. Our electrician friend Terry doesn't like her hair. He doesn't think it suits her. I disagree. Terry's here doing some electrical for me. He's rewiring the casita so that I can get a mini split put in. So unfortunately, right now, half my outlets don't work, which is maybe partly why I'm having these technical difficulties. So apologies. Bear with me. Someone wants to know how Fred and Noonie are doing. Well, my roommate still has Fred, and he sends me pictures of Fred every now and then. Fred's doing well. He's getting a little gray around the muzzle. You know, he's, gosh, probably 11 years old by now, you know, maybe even 12. But my roommate, ex-roommate, takes excellent care of him. So he's fine. Now, Noonie, also doing well. Terry, my electrician friend who's here visiting, he's the one who rehomed her at that winery up in Napa. Now, unfortunately, the winery ended up getting sold, but the people who were caretaking it, they took Noonie with them to their new house. And so she's doing well. Terry just saw her the other day, I guess, before he came out here. Or I guess it was the other week. And he said she was just great. So everything's great. Oh, Margot's stunning. Okay, great. Well, what about me? Can you give me a compliment? Enough about Margot. This ain't the Margot channel. Go watch Margot's YouTube channel if you want to tell her how beautiful she is. Just kidding. Margot is beautiful inside and out. You know, that's inside's where it really counts. Where's my beautiful sister? Oh, there's a good question. My beautiful sister is just outside there, loading up her car. She's getting ready to go on a big adventure. That's all I'll say about that. But she's doing well. See, who else? Debbie says, you are very pretty. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. Uh-oh, here comes a super chat. Cha-ching! Cards, Carl. Hello from Madison, Wisconsin. Curious if you checked if the reclaimed asphalt is available in Death Valley. Oh, so you mean like after the monsoon, all the water damage last August, September, lots of the roads were busted up. So what do they do with all that busted asphalt? I think my understanding is they just grind it up and use it over again to repave the shoulders. I think that's what the Caltrans guy told me at over on Highway 127 where they did the same thing. So I think it's probably just folded right back into the new pavement. But don't quote me on that. Oh, Tim Clark wants to know, thank you, Tim, that the taco trail can finally be completed. Okay, so I drove to Arkansas back in 2019, and while I was driving along through Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, I decided I'm going to try tacos in every state because I had a theory that there might be something like a Mason-Dixon line of tacos. Like, of course, you're going to get great tacos out west. The farther east you get, I felt like surely there would be some invisible line you would cross where the tacos would start to suck. And so I had tacos in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and they were great in every state. I remember in particular I had some excellent tacos in Oklahoma and in Arkansas and even in Tennessee. But I forgot to shoot the ending to the video while I was in Tennessee, and I considered faking the ending someplace that looked like Tennessee. I never got around to it. Well, it was 5 years ago. I probably look 5 years older, so if I fake an ending now, I feel like it might be very obvious. That being said, I probably should have done that when I was back east just now, but I didn't go to Tennessee. I only went as far east as Little Rock, Arkansas, so I guess that's a very long-winded answer to your question. No, I guess I'm not putting out the taco trail anytime soon, but I will at some point. Oh my gosh, my arm is killing me from holding this dang sideways phone. Maybe this will be better. All right, how's that? Okay, let's see. More questions. What do we got? Oh, questions are just pouring in. Hello from my friends at the Hackberry General Store. That's awesome. I just passed through your area. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to stop, but hi, I will come visit for sure. Is my compound earthquake prepared? There's an interesting question. Well, I mean, the house and some of the outbuildings are built out of cinder block. I guess that's kind of earthquake resistant. I don't know. We don't get a lot of earthquakes out here. That being said, you never know when we will. So it's probably a good idea to reinforce things, but you know, it's a good idea to do any number of things. And do I do them? No. Oh, here's another super chat. Happy 420. Thank you. Speaking of 420, everybody, hope you have your magic beans. I know I do. I mean, I had so much fun yesterday on bicycle day. 420, I'm going to be a little bit more sedate, let's just say. Hi from South Africa. I almost went to South Africa they have a Burning Man event there in May, and one of my friends has been to it a couple times, and he invited me to go with him this year. But I just thought, golly, flying all the way to South Africa just to go to a Burning Man event? I don't know. So I decided not to. But I will probably go to South Africa in the future. I mean, when I went to Namibia, I did have to change planes at the Johannesburg airport. So I've been to South Africa. And Namibia used to be part of South Africa. How about that? Fun fact. Do I ever get to Minnesota? No, I would love to go to Minnesota, particularly the Boundary Waters, but all of Minnesota. It just seems very like nice people, nice folks, beautiful landscape. Only downside is I understand there's a lot of mosquitoes. I mean, a lot. You tell me if I'm wrong, but I will still go to Minnesota at some point because I'm not going to let a little thing like mosquitoes stop me from seeing a beautiful state. Okay, let's see what else. Somebody said something about the Baghdad Cafe. These comments are coming in too fast. Oh, right. Yeah. So the Baghdad Cafe, I helped them raise funds for a new roof. Well, the good news is they made plenty of money. They already finished the new roof, and now they're going to redo the kitchen too, so they can reopen and serve meals again. You know, they used to serve really good breakfast and lunch. So everything's going great with the Baghdad Cafe. Tentatively planning a grand reopening party, maybe sometime in the fall. So that'll be fun. I have a friend who's got some classic cars, and he said he might be able to bring one of his classic cars out, and we could get some, awesome. So I'll keep everybody posted if that ends up happening. From France, hi! Wow, like I said, it's an international crowd. That's amazing. One of my aunts lives in Paris, and I still intend to go visit her because, oh my gosh, can you imagine the videos I could make in Paris? See what else is going on. Hello from Tallahassee, where clothes are optional. Well, clothes are optional here too. How about that? In fact, I thought about riding my bike around naked yesterday, but it just doesn't seem sanitary, and I don't want to push the boundaries too far. Let's see what else. Ever come to Alabama? I have a standing invitation to go shoot a video at this place called Bohemia. It's like a hip camp in the Talladega National Forest. Absolutely beautiful place with, I think there's like cabins you can rent. I think there might be teepees or glamping tents. And the guy who owns it has invited me to come out and stay there. And if I had had more time on my road trip that I just went on, I would have just continued going east and gone to Alabama. Because I'd love to not only go to Bohemia, but also Floribama. I want to go to that bar down in Floribama where all the parrot heads hang out. I mean, I think the Gulf Coast is probably absolutely beautiful down there. I'd love to be there. How many drinks can you get for $29? Well, I guess that depends on where you're buying the drinks. I mean, some places in Vegas, that's only about 3/4 of a drink. Loved the Eclipse video. Those bees were pesty. Yes, they were. Like I said in the video, I'm really glad I drove all that way out there because the eclipse turned out to be even more amazing than I expected. And the fact that all those bees started swarming around made it even more interesting to me. I mean, I'm glad nobody that I was with got stung. I think a few other people in those other boats did end up getting stung, but the bees weren't aggressive. It was just because they either leaned back on one or put their hand down on one. It was weird. The bees they were all swarming around, but just sort of peacefully swarming. But even peacefully swarming bees kind of freaks me out. So I'm glad we left when we did. Women are not allowed at Bohemian Grove. Yes, I'm aware of that. Thank you for the update. I was talking about Bohemia, not Bohemian Grove. I would love to go to Bohemian Grove, and I do a pretty sort of convincing drag king. So I suppose I could dress up like a man and sneak in. My mom lives right down the road from Bohemian Grove. I mean, right down the road. So it would be very easy for me to go snoop around there. Somebody said, WTF, Hussey is live? That's right, brother. Live in person right here. Hi, I don't do very many live streams, and I don't know why. I guess partly because I feel like a lot of people who live stream constantly, they're just begging for money, and I don't want to be seen as an e-beggar. And secondly, it's a lot, man. I had to hook up my Starlink to make sure I had fast enough upload speed. And because my Starlink is hooked up, I can't close the door fully, which means it's super hot in here because it's already like 90 degrees outside. So it's kind of a challenge to do a live stream. So I just, maybe like every quarter or so. Somebody wants to know if my pats are hairy. Well, no, my pats aren't hairy, but my pits are. Here's another super chat. Cha-ching! If I'm interested in 30 G's worth of wood shop tools for free for the compound, let's chat. He'd rather give it to someone like me than sell. Wow, that's so generous. I mean, I would say yes, but to be perfectly honest, my sister and I, neither one of us would probably know how to use most of them, and they'd probably be better used and better appreciated by somebody like a carpenter or a woodworker. So if you can make some money selling them, I'd recommend doing that. I mean, if you really, really want to give them to us, we will take them, but it's up to you to decide. But thank you for that generous offer. Okay, let's see. Let's answer some more questions. Oh, here's a feminist warrior says, my pits are hairy too. We don't shave them unless we want to. Yeah, I mean, I said it in a video before. I don't understand why people get so freaked out by it, but they do, and I guess it's not for me to judge. All right, let's see what else. Do you trim your nose hairs? Do I look like I need to trim my nose hairs? Oh, wouldn't it be embarrassing if I really did happen to have a big old booger in there when I did that? I probably did. I can't see. You tell me. So no, the answer is no. I don't have the need to trim nose or ear hairs. I don't even really need to pluck my eyebrows. The only hair on my body that needs grooming is I have a mole on my neck. Where is it? Right here. And one single hair grows out of it. One. And it's very witchy. So every now and then, I pluck that one. Cha-ching, gas money. Thank you. Boy, I spent a lot of money on gas going to that Eclipse, so I appreciate that. It'll help defray my trip expenses. But it was worth it, like I said. Not only did I have an amazing experience watching the Eclipse, I got to shoot a bunch of videos along the way in Texas and Oklahoma and Arizona and New Mexico. I saw a lot of cool stuff, and I'll give you just a little sneak peek. One of my favorite places that I've ever been was kind of weird. It's called No Man's Land, and it's the far western Oklahoma panhandle. Okay, you know how Oklahoma looks like a pot with a handle? Well, the far western tip of it, where it meets New Mexico, Colorado, and the north part of Texas, is so desolate it puts Death Valley to shame. I mean, amazing. It's where the Dust Bowl happened, okay? So there's a lot of old abandoned farmhouses just in these endless, vast fields. It's high plains. There's no mountains as far as the eye can see. I really liked that part of the country. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to poke around it much because I was hauling ass from I stayed the night in Oklahoma, and then I had to go to Santa Fe the next day to visit a friend in Santa Fe. And so I had to get there by dinner time. And unfortunately, I couldn't stop at every abandoned farmhouse I passed. Someone said, Shalom, Sarah. Shalom and Salam Alaikum. Boise City is where it's at. Yeah, no kidding. I was in Boise City, and I wish I would have made a video of it. I stayed the night in Boise City, as a matter of fact, at this little motel that was actually pretty cool. And it was a fascinating little town. I mean, a lot of boarded up storefronts, but just fascinating. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time talking about Oklahoma. Let's answer some more questions. Oh, look, somebody super chatted me $5 million from Big Balls Teddy. Thank you, Teddy. Teddy emails me all the time. I appreciate you, Teddy. Let's see. Are or will you ever do any more hot spring trips and videos? I miss them, or are you sick of them? No, I'm definitely not sick. I love hot springs. That's why I'm going to Idaho this summer to check out some more hot springs. I've just already been to all the hot springs in the immediate area, and so I don't want to go back and shoot, the same thing again. I'm running out of hot springs. Someone says, you are amazing. I live in the Bay Area. I have a really cute pug. I can't wait to travel Highway 395. Yeah, Highway 395 is one of the most beautiful highways I've ever driven on. How did I find my desert palace? There's a good question. Well, I wouldn't call it a palace, but we found our desert compound. It was on Zillow. One of our friends sent us the Zillow listing, and then right at the same time, our current neighbor, he also called me because I already knew him, and he goes, hey, the house next door to us is for sale. We don't want just anyone moving in. We want the right kind of person. And apparently my sister and I passed the smell test because they let us buy the house, and here we are. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, by the way, Kat Jefferson, I didn't even expect you to moderate, but thank you for moderating. That's very kind of you. Kat is also running my Facebook fan group, and she does all kinds of fun stuff over there. They just had a Wonder Hussy lookalike contest where people had to dress up like me, and the winner is getting a autographed 8x10 photo of me. I just put it in the mail yesterday, so tune into my Facebook group for more fun things like that. And thank you, Kat, for running that group. Okay, hello from the land of a mitten. I guess that means Michigan. Michigan's shaped like a mitten. Hello. I love to go to Michigan, too. Matter of fact, I have well, I won't say who, but a real cute friend who lives in Michigan in the summertime. Oh, dang. Ken Burton, look at the super chat. How about that? Tell us how Wonder Hussy and Sarah Jane are the same and or different. Well, that's actually a good question. It's actually something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Wonder Hussy is my YouTube persona. Sarah Jane is who I am in my real life. Well, for the most part, I'm exactly the same. And if you've ever met me in person, out and about, you know I am exactly the same in real life. As I don't put on any airs, I don't put any filters on or anything weird. I'm me, you know, warts and all, pits and all. That being said, I do sort of tone it down a little bit on YouTube. Like I don't cuss on YouTube like I do in my personal life. And I might be a little bit more acerbic, a little bit more snarky in real life. You know, I just feel like I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So I try to be nice on YouTube and I don't, you know, I don't use the full sharpness of my tongue on YouTube. But other than that, I am one and the same. WH is SJ Dub. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Okay, who else is saying hi? Let's see some more questions. What are your plans for a possible new vehicle? Well, like I said earlier, I was considering the new 4Runner, but the new engine kind of weirds me out. Might wait a year or two and see how that plays out. For now, my other 4Runner, my current one, knock wood, is still running fine. I mean, I just passed 190,000 miles though, so we'll see how it goes. You know, and then every now and then I go, oh, maybe I should just get a van, you know, try van life, because that would be fun. But gosh, I would trade so much off with a van. I wouldn't be able to get in these little squirrely places like I can with a 4Runner, you know? So I'm not sure the trade-off for comfort in a van would be worth that. But it's something I'm still considering. Here's someone says, am I going to find red concrete with Vic? Oh, it's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. I'm definitely going to do a bunch of videos with Vic this summer. Matter of fact, I think I'm going with him to the Witters Ball up in Mammoth in a few weeks. In fact, I'm going to see Vic tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, I'll have to talk to him about that. I think red concrete was that lost gold deposit that they were looking for back in the 1800s. Seems like a fun adventure. Why not? I love that part of the country. Any excuse to go up there. Would you ever go electric vehicle? Yeah, I sure would. I mean, I'm tired of paying for gas, but the only thing with these electric vehicles is when you're driving around these remote areas, it ain't like there's charging stations on every corner. You know, I'd be a little bit worried about running out of juice. Mobile Tech says, if you're ever in Bridgeport and need trailer repairs, contact me. I'm a very old fan of yours. I'm sure you don't mean that you're very old. You just mean you're a long-time fan. But that's very nice of you because I'm up in Bridgeport often, and I plan to be up in Bridgeport. Well, if I go, I haven't decided if I'm going to Burning Man this year, but if I do go, I'll certainly be in Bridgeport after Burning Man, hanging out at the hot spring. So I may end up having to hit you up. Thank you for that kind offer. Okay, what else? Come to Canada. Come to the hot springs sometimes, says Cactus Pete. Well, Petey, I'd love to go to Canada, but unfortunately I had a little thing called a DUI, and they won't let me in Canada. I'm sure there's a way I can pay a fine. Maybe. I'm not even sure about that. I think I can pay a fine to enter Canada, but I think it's only to travel through and then, you know, get to Alaska ASAP. I don't think they want you driving around Canada if you have any kind of misdemeanor conviction, so I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to enjoy Canada. Come visit the Big Empty. Oh, and his name is Kilgore Trout. I love Kilgore Trout, big Kurt Vonnegut fan. So I don't know what the Big Empty is. What do you mean by that? Is that Alaska? If so, I might be going there this summer too. I had an invite. We'll see how that plays out. Oh, let's see else. I did shout out Ken Burton Ken Burton gave me a big fat super chat, and I appreciate that. I was very generous of you, Ken. It'll be well used, man. I'm gonna probably put it towards gas to get to more places to shoot videos. That's what I always say, but it's the truth. I mean, I burn gas like few other people going around shooting. Oh, Kilgore Trout says Nevada is the Big Empty. Oh, okay. Well, I'm in Nevada just about every day. So yeah, I'll definitely be back to the Big Empty. Have I ever thought of driving to Alaska? Yes, I have. But again, the whole Canada situation is in the middle. And golly, I was just watching a video on Bob Wells' channel where he recommends you fly to Alaska and rent a U-Haul. Because you can rent a U-Haul for $20 a day plus mileage. And then you just go to Walmart and you buy a air mattress and a sleeping pad, whatever, and you just live in the U-Haul and drive around Alaska. I thought that was kind of a good idea. You know, I might try that someday. Somebody said you're not allowed in Canada with a DUI for 10 years. Well, if that's the case, then I should be good because it was back in 2010, so it's been 14 years. I can have the DUI expunged after 10 years in California. Well, the DUI was in Nevada, so I'm not sure how they do it. I should look into that, though. Thanks, guys. Ah, greetings from Lake Tahoe. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I'm going to that nude beach in Lake Tahoe in the summer because my friend Dennis is the mayor of the nude beach and he'll be up there all summer long and he's going to show me a place I can camp for free. And I'm probably going to spend a few days there because I freaking love that beach and I love Lake Tahoe. People say God's country. I really feel like that is God's country. How much does it take to fill the tank on the 4Runner? Well, that's a good question, and it depends on where you are. Now, if I was to go to the closest gas station about 7 miles from here, in Shoshone, California, I want to say it's over $6 a gallon, so I think it's about a 20-gallon tank. You do the math. Now, when I gassed up in Oklahoma, woo-wee, I mean, it was less than $3 a gallon. It was great. Incidentally, here's a question. When I was traveling through New Mexico and parts of Texas, I guess at elevation, you can buy 85 octane gas, which out here, the lowest is 87. So normally I put 87 in my car. But when I'm out there, I'm like, oh, should I just put 85 in? And I looked it up online and it seemed like it was okay to do so. And so I did. Hopefully I didn't damage my engine. How many gallons is my gas tank? Well, I think it's about 20 if I really fill it up from empty, 19 or 20. So... I would say I usually spend about $60-$70 filling up my tank out here. Oh, ouch. But that's, part of the cost of doing business. I'm certainly not going to complain about it. I'm lucky that I have a car and the freedom and the flexibility to drive around. So for me to sit here and boo-hoo and bellyache and, well, let's just say put stickers on gas pumps, I don't know. It seems like it would be just a little bit unnecessary. Okay, who else? Do you need a painter? I'm available. A painter of what? It depends. Give me more info. Oh, Heather, super chat. Thank you, Heather. Appreciate that. The Lincoln Highway, the loneliest highway 50 crosses the big empty. Okay, yes, I did the loneliest road, US 50, back in 2020, and I did a series of videos about it. Loved it. And that is very desolate country, similar to the no man's land area of Oklahoma. I don't know why I like these super desolate parts of the world, but I do. Did I hang the lights yet? Which lights are you talking about? The solar lights? Yes, we have them hanging up outside. It's light out right now, so I can't show you. But yeah, they're awesome. I'd like to show you around Orange City, Florida. I'd love to be shown around Orange City, Florida. I love Florida, but I don't have any plans to go to Florida anytime soon, unfortunately. Someone says, here's to freedom. Ah, yes. Cheers. Here's to freedom. I'm just drinking coconut water because, well, like I said, I had a little too much fun yesterday. So I need to hydrate. But cheers. Yes, freedom. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Let's see what else. Somebody says, hi from Southwest Virginia. Hi. Oh, Brian, super chat. Thank you, Brian. Wanting to go to the forbidden, never to be mentioned Warm Springs, says Calvin. Well, Calvin, I might be headed there myself soon. That's all I'll say about that. Oh, the 3D lights that you gave my sister and me. We don't have them hanging up yet. We still have them staged in the office. We have to mount the stuff on the ceiling and get them. We do, yeah. In fact, I was just looking at them yesterday. So we do plan to hang those up. And when we do, I'll feature it in a video. So somebody made me these really cool 3D printed, beautiful, psychedelic kind of lamps to hang from the ceiling. That's what we're talking about there. Okay, what else? Oh, Berlin Ichthyosaurus. Yes, I do want to go to the Berlin Ichthyosaur State Park in Nevada. I can't believe I've never been, but... Oh, Lisa wants to know about my Bouge solar. The Bouge fridge, you mean? Will I extend the sale? Well, it's not up to me. The people who run Bouge RV, they do the sales when they want to do the sales. But I do actually really like that little pink fridge. I've enjoyed using it. Super chat from Mark Lee. Thank you, Mark Lee. Appreciate that. Hello from the Pinky of Michigan. I keep looking up here because I have a map up here. The Pinky of Michigan. Oh, I see where you are. How about that? Hi. Hi. Let's see what else. When am I coming to Pagosa Springs? I passed through Pagosa Springs a couple summers ago, but I didn't stop. I went to a hot spring up in the mountains near there that was on a river. I don't remember what I called that video, but I didn't actually stop in the town of Pagosa Springs because I don't know why. I was in a funky mood. I just didn't feel like being around people, I guess. Hello from Colorado, another Coloradan. Yeah, Colorado is spectacular, and I'll be back to Colorado for sure many times. It's one of my favorite states. Beautiful. New Zealand says hello. How about that? All the way from down under. Woo! I might be going to Australia later this year, but I don't have any plans to visit New Zealand, unfortunately. I don't know why I've never been to New Zealand. It's full of hot springs. What's wrong with me? I need to get to New Zealand. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, what else is going on? Don't you want the new 4Runner so bad? It looks so good. Well, yeah, sure. I mean, if someone's going to give me one, I'll take it. But, it's a lot of money to spend. They're not cheap. And I just feel like with what I still have, it's still got life in it. And I'm frugal. Okay. Some might say cheap. I prefer to say frugal. Oh, someone was on his way to go do a side torch test at Google Colab, but saw that I was doing a live stream, and so he decided to wait and do it later. Well, thank you for postponing that, and I hope it's worth it for you. Well, I mean, can I sing? Well, I can sing. I'm not saying I can sing well, but I do enjoy singing. Somebody from Pahrump. Hi, Mommy Donnie. It's beautiful in Pahrump. It's beautiful here, too. A little hot, but pretty nice. Oh, hello from Saskatoon. Oh, another person watching from Oklahoma. Wow, these comments are just coming in. What do you think of Rodney Dangerfield? Love Rodney Dangerfield. Matter of fact, when I first moved to Vegas, I worked at his show a couple times, just taking souvenir photos of people in the audience. So I didn't get to meet him or anything, but I got to watch part of the show. And yeah, I love that old school kind of humor. People weren't so sensitive back then. Now you can't make jokes about anything. Look at their feelings. You need to set up a monthly ETF fund for gas. Webull, YieldMax, and Defiance ETFs. What's an ETF? Also pick up an atmospheric water generator. I've heard about those, and that is something I'd be interested in trying out. They're probably not cheap, but I should look into that. Hello from Little Rock. I was just there and love it. Beautiful place. I'm definitely going back because I can stay with my girlfriend Gina. And there's a bunch of videos that I'd like to shoot in Arkansas that I didn't get around to while I was there. So I will definitely be back to Arkansas. Okay. Hola from Baja Norte. Ah, you're living in paradise. Wow, I love Baja California. And I want to go back. I'd love to do the whole Baja Peninsula, with a couple of friends, like a caravan of a few vehicles, just all the way down to Cabo San Lucas. Because the last trip I went on, I tried to be diplomatic in the videos I made, but my traveling companions were just not a good fit for me. That's all I'll say about that. It was unpleasant. Okay, let's see. Who else? Greetings from Brian and Janice in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Oh, thank you, guys. I did not pass through Rio Rancho on this trip. I just went along I-40 on my eastbound leg, and then on the return I went to Santa Fe and then cut up to Monument Valley from there. So I saw a lot of beautiful New Mexico, though. Oh my god, New Mexico is staggeringly beautiful. I feel like New Mexico is a very underrated state in terms of natural beauty. It's so beautiful. Arkansas too, for that matter. Arkansas is crazy beautiful. Okay, somebody else. Oh, hello from Florida Man country. Love me some Florida Man. Oh, thank you, Maxa, for the super chat. I appreciate that. Going right in the old gas tank. Hi from Daytona Beach. Been there. Loved it. Sunny day in Seattle. How about that? A rare sunny day in Seattle. One of my other sister actually lives up kind of in the Seattle area. So I might actually go up there this summer and visit her. Because I just got a hot tip on an abandoned insane asylum you can hike to up there. Woo-wee, it sounds fun. Someone just asked me another question. Gosh, there's so many questions coming in. What is the entrance fee for the meteor crater? $29! I thought it was the scam of the century. That being said, I paid it and I did enjoy it. So I guess it depends on how you feel about that kind of thing. I thought it was a bit steep. $29 to go look at a hole in the ground. Especially you can go to Monument Valley and it's only $8 to go walk around Monument Valley to drive around the loop. So I don't know. But what are you going to do? That's what they charge and it's their property. If you want to see it, you got to pay their price. Somebody says I should just get Toyota to give me a new 4Runner for the publicity. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't think I have enough followers for Toyota to really care enough, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to ask. I just feel so greedy reaching out to these companies going, hi, I'm an influencer. You should give me a free car. Like, get out of here. Oh, here's another super chat from DJ Woodward. Thank you from New Hampshire. Live free or don't. Let's see what else. Did I go through the Four Corners? I did. So I thought, of course, I got to go to Four Corners National Monument. Where you can stand right there where Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah all meet. And so you can be in like all 4 states at once. But then I looked it up on Google reviews and everybody was saying, oh, it's such a ripoff. They charge you and then you got to wait in line, blah, blah. It was $8 and there was no line. I had a fantastic time in a video coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Super chat from Paul. He says, thank you for getting me out of the house. I'm a hermit. Well, you're welcome. I actually have hermetic tendencies myself. In fact, sometimes even when I'm out of the house, I become very hermity or Sasquatchy is what I call it, where I want to avoid people. And so I like to camp where I can't see anybody else. And I don't want to stop in Pagosa Springs. There's too many people around, that kind of thing. So I don't know. You can take the hermit out of the house, but you can't take the hermit out of the hermit. I don't know if that actually makes sense, but if you get what I'm saying. Okay, someone else. Oh, Carlo wants to know if I have a man. Well, I guess I do have a man. Right there. That's my buddy Ben. You might have seen him on my Instagram, and he's been in some of my videos lately. It's a long story how I came to acquire this life-size pillow of a man, but I'll just say unfortunately, it's the dead boyfriend of a friend of mine. That's all I'll say about that. Anyway, he's here at my house now, and not only do I have him, I got a new mannequin too. On my trip, I stopped off in Utah and picked up a new mannequin named Chuck. Nice looking guy. Matter of fact, I camped out in the desert that night and I just set him up right on the hood of the car. So it looked like there was a dude sitting on my car all night long. So nobody had the idea to mess with me. I thought it was great. Someone says I should do an Al Bundy. Keep the 4Runner till it's about to hit 1,000,000 miles and then hit him up for a new one. If I got to 1,000,000 miles on my 4Runner, they probably would give me a new one. Is that something Al Bundy did? I didn't realize. That's funny. I should come to Boulder for a Happy Thursday bicycle ride. That sounds fun. I love those group bike rides, and I love Boulder, so maybe I will someday. Gosh, lots of people giving me happy 420 greetings. I appreciate that. I'm not one to hit the sauce during the day. Typically, I'll wait until I get in bed tonight. But when I get in bed tonight, it's going to be a happy 420. Might even pop a bean or two. Oh, here's Tim Noel says, this is the first live stream he's been in of mine. Hi, welcome. I don't do them often, but I'm glad you're here. Hippie Yahoo, happy 420. Love your spirit. Oh, somebody said hi to Ben. Oh, Gina. You like that? Oh, Gina's a great friend. Matter of fact, Gina, I was meaning to tell you I had some inquiries about you. Somebody emailed me. You didn't mention, does Gina have a website? Maybe they got you confused with Margot. Okay, let's see what else. Mount St. Helens rim hike. I didn't realize you could hike around the rim of Mount St. Helens. That's something I would really be interested in. So if I go visit my sister who lives in Washington, I might do that. Someone says they love the Bishop Castle. It's a really funky old house in Colorado. I think the caretaker of the Bishop Castle reached out to me and invited me to come check it out. So I definitely want to do that sometime. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, someone from the Florida Panhandle says their 95-year-old father enjoys watching my videos. He was stationed in Tonopah in the Air Force in the early 1950s. I love that. Tell your dad I said hi. In fact, you can replay this part of the video for him. I'm going to give him a kiss. Hi, thank you. Boy, I bet Tonopah was wild back in the 50s. Ooh. Someone says they'd love to see me meet Harold Balder. Who is that? That name sounds familiar. Harold Balder. Okay, well, I'll look him up. Nice thing about Vic and that mannequin, they keep quiet. Well, Vic does not keep quiet, but the mannequins do. Oh, Manuela says hi from Durango, Mexico. Hi, wow, how about that? Henderson, oh, Lisa, another super chat. Golly, save some for later. Wonder Hunky has big balls. Thanks for the eclipse. Did I do the tea? No, I actually didn't drink mushroom tea during the eclipse. We just had cocktails, and it was weird enough without them. So I think it was fine. I wanted to have my wits about me so I could film it, Okay, let's see what else. Oh, Mike says him and his wife need at least 2 Wonder Hussy videos a day. Well, how about that? I think I have about 1,000 of them up, so that'll last you about 500 days, and I keep cranking them out, so stay tuned. Tim wants to know if I have any plans to go back up to the Redwoods anytime soon. Well, I'm probably going to go visit my mom in June-ish, so I'll probably be up that way sometime in June, maybe around the summer solstice. Oh, maybe it's Amanda says, what's up with you and Mike Z? Winky face. Well, what do you think is up with me and Mike Z? That's all I'll say from that about that. Okay, what else? Loose Vix sink ships. Thank you, Cheryl. Super chat. Ching ching. I love that. Thank you. Gas money. Need it constantly. Ooh. Might even go towards my mini split. I gotta, oh my God, after Terry finishes rewiring this thing, and then I gotta call the place in Prump and have them come put in a mini split. And man, I got a busy month ahead of me. I got a lot of work to do. All that fun traveling around for the Eclipse was a good time, but now it's back to work. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see what else. Do I still carry a tea kettle? I used to carry a copper tea kettle as a purse when I was in high school. Stupidly, I got rid of the tea kettle when I moved. I don't know why. It would be an awesome artifact to still have. But no, I don't carry a tea kettle purse. Although somebody just gave me an actual purse. It's a real purse shaped like a tea kettle. So I could. How's Fish Lake this time of year? Busy? Probably not. I don't know. It's probably not super hot out there yet. So I bet it is busy. I mean, I know it gets real hot there in the summer. So it's not too busy in the summer, but I don't know that I've ever been there in April, so I can't really speak to that. Someone says I should go back to the sun tunnels for the summer solstice. That's a fun idea. I have a better idea, though. Not going to give my plans away, but I will probably go back to those sun tunnels. Those were amazing. Okay, let's see what else. Can someone walk in the nude in Tacoma? Okay, I've heard from a couple people that it is legal to be naked here in Tacoma because it's a resort, hot spring resort area. I don't know. I haven't confirmed that with law enforcement. I will say that I did confirm with a public official that Tacoma is the only town in the entire country that has a mandatory nudity law, because when you go to the county operated bathhouse here, it's owned and operated by the county, or it's owned by the county. You are not allowed to wear a swimsuit in the hot baths, because they don't want the dyes from the swimsuit fabric to get into the water system. So you have to soak naked in this county facility, which means this is the only place, or maybe it's the only county in the country that has a mandatory nudity stipulation. Oh, that's kind of interesting. And well, it kind of makes sense why I wanted to move here, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's see. More questions? Oh gosh, I'm having a hard time keeping up with these questions. Could I plant sunflower seeds along my travels? The sunflowers could become my signature landmark. Oh, that's a really nice idea. Like Johnny Appleseed, but it'd be like Sunflower Susie, Sunflower Hussy. I'll consider doing that. That would be fun. Okay, let's see. What else? Oh, make a fig leaf bathing suit. That's funny. That would be. I'm sure there is one, actually. Yikes, ginormous. Give us some more Wonder Hussyisms. Well, I say holy cannoli a lot, or sometimes I say like holy crike, which comes from an ex-boyfriend I had. He used to say holy crike instead of holy Christ. And so then I'll go like crikers sometimes, crikeys. Golly, that's what I say a lot. Federal government. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about only verbal Wonder Hussyisms, but there's also this. Hello. It's kind of a Wonder Hussyism. Yeah, Sunflower Sarah. That could be me. Okay, what is my favorite thing to do during the summer? Well, oh gosh, I don't know if there's just one thing. I love traveling around to hot springs, I guess would be the best answer. I love soaking in a beautiful hot spring on a summer's evening. It's just beautiful. One of the best pleasures in life. Have I ever been to the Russian River in Sonoma County? Have I ever? Yeah, my mom lives right up there. I've been there a bunch of times. I've kayaked it. I've, camped along it. I've picnicked by it. I've waded in it. I love the Russian River. In fact, I'd like to kayak all the way down to where it meets the Pacific Ocean. one of these days. Be an amazing trip. Have I ever been asked for my autograph? Yes, I have. And like I have these meet and greet things here every now and then to raise money for our fire department, and people bring stuff for me to sign, and I think it's really cool. Like, okay, sure, I'll write whatever you want. You know, makes me feel very important. Oh, that anybody would even care. Someone calls me Wonder Hustle because I'm always moving, and you are right. I hustle, man. I am always on the go. Part of the reason why I'm probably so tired, man, I need a break. I feel like, golly, I'm just constantly grinding out videos, and I never really take time to just stop and smell the roses, which is why I enjoyed Bicycle Day so much yesterday, because we did. We just rode our bikes through the desert, and it was absolutely beautiful, and all the wildflowers are out, and I did breathe in the beautiful dry desert air, and I smelled that beautiful fragrance of the flowers, and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Has Scotty's Castle reopened? I think so, man. And it sucks. I was actually invited to go make a video there in December, but I got Cocoa Puffs, right before I went, so I couldn't go. I was really disappointed because I don't know when my next chance to go to Scotty's Castle will be. My understanding is that it is reopened, though, so maybe I should go check into it. Oh, someone wants to know if I drank any Tab soda on my trip. I bet I know who that was from. I did not drink any Tab soda on my trip. They don't sell it in grocery stores, and I didn't bring it with me from home. Someone else reminding everyone to hit that like button, like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Oh, cool. Deborah's from Guerneville. I've been to Guerneville many a time. Love that little Safeway there. And the taco truck out front. Okay, let's see. Yeah, careful what I wish for, or I'll get another break in bed. Sick. Exactly. When I had Cocoa Puffs, that was the only time I really had to sit around and relax, and it wasn't fun at all. So I guess I'm happy to just keep hustling if it means being in good health. Someone says, hi from Eugene, Oregon. Love Eugene. I went to a real nice hot spring, a couple of them just outside Eugene once. Beautiful. Is yesterday when you filmed the 2-minute dry cracked desert bike ride? No, I didn't film any video yesterday. I'm not sure actually what you're talking about. Oh, someone's asking me about Deep Creek Hot Springs. One of my favorites. Been there many times. Last time I went was last May. It's been almost a year, so I'm due for another trip. And that's one of my favorite places in the summertime. Oh, it's like the Garden of Eden down there in the summertime. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of garbage, but you just got to pick some of it up and take it out with you. Did you ever go to Bonnie Springs Ranch back when it was open? No! Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't make a video. Bonnie Springs was this really cool kind of like dude ranch, old western town, petting zoo outside Vegas, but they just tore it down to build houses, and I never got around to making a video there. Another super chat. The Way 126 experience. Oh, we met at Home Depot a year ago. Oh, well, nice to see you again, and thank you for the gas money. I appreciate that. Any news on the dispensary near my house? Yes, as a matter of fact, they did just have some kind of party, and unfortunately I couldn't go, but I think they're just about ready to open. I will be sure to make an announcement and probably maybe another video when they do finally reopen. Over in Charleston View, brand new dispensary just at the California state line. Oh, another super chat coming in. 76 Howdy from Southern Illinois. I've been to Southern Illinois. I've been to Wayne County, Illinois, to a little town called Fairfield with a friend of mine. I camped there for a few days in our RV. Loved it. Oh, somebody gave me money for carne asada fries. Tina, thank you for the super chat. I'm hoping, I've had a carne asada fries everywhere that I go, and I have never found them as good as at the barn in Bridgeport, California. So when I go up to that Witters Ball in Mammoth, it's only another 45 minutes or so to Bridgeport. I'm going up there and get me some of them asada fries, and I will be sure to toast a forkful to you, Tina. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, well, we got another super chat from, Lisa again. Lisa, save some for later. Gee whiz, who's going to pay the electricity bill? Did I fix the issue of keeping my house cool enough during the summer months? Not really, but I am working on getting a mini split. Like I said, my electrical is in the process of being upgraded right now so that we can call the company and have them come put a mini split. That'll help somewhat, but really what it is it needs to be better insulated. I need to put a layer of insulation on the roof because the sun is just beating down on it all day. And then the back side of the house behind me, that's the west side. It gets so hot. I mean, you put your hand on it. Like my medicine cabinet in my bathroom is against that wall. All the things in there get warm. Like it's bad, man. I do need to address that. I just don't think I'm going to have time this year. Greg Peterson says, many YouTubers have weekly live shows as a normal thing. It could be a guaranteed supplemental income for me. Well, that's true. And it would be fun to do a weekly live chat, but I just feel like, again, it feels like I'm just pandering greedy for money, you know? Like I'm not trying to do this to make money. I'm trying to do this just because I feel like when I make edited videos, you don't know for sure that you're getting the real me. I could be editing it. I could have filters on it, whatever. This is raw, live. This is really me. You can see all my pits and pock marks and hairs and everything. You know, that's why I do these things, just to keep it real. That's what I strive for above just about everything else on my channel, is the authenticity. You know, I'm a real person, man, you know, and I'm not always perfect. In fact, I'm never perfect, but I think it's more interesting, you know, now especially that we have AI, you could watch some super beautiful airbrushed AI YouTuber doing it. But that's not real, man. You know, I don't know. I think there's something to be said for reality. Maybe I'm just old fashioned. Oh, someone's saying hi from Liverpool, England. How about Liverpudlian? How about that? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Oh, someone who lives in Arkansas says their friends turned her on to me, but now she's out at Lake Mead. Well, enjoy Lake Mead. It's beautiful. I'm glad your friends turned you on to me, and well, I'm glad you're watching. Thank you. Am I going to wear the Terry Garr dress to the Witters Ball? I'm tempted, but two things. One, I don't want to embarrass Vic, and that's like a very showy dress. You know what I mean? Two, I feel like it's supposed to be like an Old West vibe, right? I don't know. E. Clampus Vitus, they do a lot of Western history. And I kind of have a cool Western outfit I could wear that's not like super duper fancy. You know, I don't want to be that jerk that shows up to the party in this like crazy fancy outfit to get all the attention, you know? Especially because the clampers already don't like me. I got to mind my P's and Q's. Oh, okay, let's see what else. Roy's Motel and Cafe. That's the person I talked to about you. The invitation to party. Well, about having a party at Roy's Motel in Amboy? That would be amazing. A Mad Men party? That'd be super cool. Okay, I know. Someone said, oh no, vertical video. I'm not very good at doing these live stream things. And I think when I set up the live stream yesterday, I guess I should have had my phone turned sideways. I didn't realize. So next time I'll know. But yeah, for today, unfortunately, you guys have to enjoy this squeezed in vertical nonsense. Ugh. Real question. How are your friends with the market? What do you mean, the stock market? I don't think any of my friends know anything about the stock market. Oh, someone from Chicago. Wonderful. I'd love to visit Chicago someday. I have only been to the airport in Chicago. I used to really want to go see the Jerry Springer show when they taped that there. I was a huge Jerry Springer fan. I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. Wonder Hussy. Well, I'm not a mom at all, unless you consider my mannequins to be my kids. Oh, someone else watching from the UK. Hi, Tom. Thank you. I love when you camp and have a relaxing cocktail. Oh, I do too. Oh, super chat from Jack. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that gas money. Happy 420 from Tahoe City. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Reznov super chat. Thank you. Appreciate that. He says, thank you for posting 2 videos a week. Am I going to EDC Las Vegas? That's the Electric Daisy Carnival. It's a huge rave in Vegas. I don't have any plans to, but I would, except for the fact that I'm so frugal and it's kind of pricey, but that's an amazing experience. I know people like to bag on it and go, oh, these ravers go. It's peace and love, man. All they want to do is go out to this big parking lot and take drugs and dance. You know, they're very peaceful people. I've gone to it a few times and I actually really liked it. So who knows, you know, if the opportunity arises, I might go this year. Someone says, another real question. Do you think you would ever get afraid of weirdos? I think you should carry a gun. Well, I am afraid of weirdos. And I do have a gun. But I don't know. I don't want to live my life in fear, you know. I try to be realistic about what the odds are that something terrible is going to happen to me. And I feel like, gosh, I could get struck by lightning. I could get in a car accident. Any number of things could happen to me. So I just rather not think about it. You know, I try to keep my wits about me, that being said. But another Johnny watching from the UK. Dang, everybody in the UK watching. How about that? Andrew, super chat. Thank you. Oh, we met at... Oh, this this guy who just gave me the super chat is amazing. I met him at Four Corners when I was down there, and I was just kind of lurking around the Four Corners, waiting for my turn to go, start shooting video, waiting for everybody else to take their pictures. Well, there was this other dude lurking with a big bell. I'm like, what's this dude doing with this bell? Like, it was a big bell. Look at the Liberty Bell. Finally, he went and he put the bell at the middle of the Four Corners. And he took a picture of it. And I go, I got to ask this guy, what are you doing with that bell? Well, come to find out, it's a handbell. They're having a big handbell festival in Salt Lake City this summer, and he was promoting that. So that's what's up. Hey, Andrew, appreciate that. Okay, super chat from Jeffrey. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Cheryl, big fans from Rancho Cucamonga. She wants to know if I get propositioned a lot. I assume you mean by men. No, not really. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched that video I made a while back where the guy thought I had a dream that I thought I had 3 penises. I think a lot of guys are intimidated by me, so I don't actually get hit on very much. It's probably why I'm still single. Someone says, hey, from Ireland. Love it. I went to Ireland once, and it was absolutely beautiful, except for I was doing a nude photo shoot, and it was cold. Woo-wee. But I still loved it. Let's see. I only got a few minutes left, guys, so if you got a question, get it in now. I got to go because I'm doing an interview after this. This woman's writing an article about me for a fancy magazine. And so she needs to ask me a few more questions. So I got to call her as soon as this is over. Someone wants to know what's my go-to at Chipotle. Great question. Well, I try to be healthy. So I'll get the salad because they start you with a big bed of greens. And then sometimes I'll put chicken. Sometimes I'll put sofritas, which is tofu crumbles. All the different salsas, beans. I like half and half, the black beans and the pinto beans, the fajita veggies, no cheese, no sour cream, because I'm trying to be healthy. Oh, I could eat that all day, every day. Karen from New Hampshire, thank you for the super chat. Very kind. She says, I am authentic and very entertaining. Thank you for recognizing and appreciating my authenticity, because like I just said, it's pretty much my highest priority on this channel. So thank you. And I'm glad you're enjoying. Someone says, will I not marry them? Well, sure, I guess. Why not? How many hot springs have I been to now? Over 100. I kind of quit counting after 100. And it's hard to say because here in Tacoma, there's like a bunch of different hot springs. Do I count all those as just one? Or do they all get a separate entry? It's kind of too hard to count. Oh, another super chat from Gordon. Thank you, from Yakima. I love it. Thank you very much. Hi from Finland. Wow, I would love to go to Finland. One time, a couple summers ago, Finland Board of Tourism was having a contest for Americans to come stay the summer with a Finnish family at their Finnish country summer house. And I entered. I made a video and everything, but they didn't pick me. Well, COVID happened right after that, so maybe the whole campaign got canceled. Thank you, Uncle Bobby. Some more super chat gas money. And Joe and Debbie. Oh, love it. Thank you. They're driving from Texas to Joshua Tree in July. Ooh, that's going to be a hot drive, guys. Be careful. Bring plenty of water. How much is my dowry? Asks Larry. I think my father said he would give 3 camels and a 1-legged sheep. So if that meets your needs, call me. Lisa, another super chat. Lisa. Natalie got a super chat. Thanks for bringing us along on your journeys. Well, it's my pleasure. I get lonely when I'm traveling by myself, and so I like having you guys along on the journeys. Actually, I should thank you guys for coming along on my journeys, because it keeps me from being lonely. So thank you, all of you. Joe Rockhead super chat. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. Well, you guys are very generous. I appreciate that. Someone says I should go to Iceland for new hot springs. Of course, I'd love to go to Iceland, but I feel like, isn't that volcano about to blow? Like, didn't they just have some kind of earthquake or eruption? I don't know. Someone says they noticed Gina and her rainbow, and they think she's a lesbian. No, neither one of Gina Nice nor Gina Spice is a lesbian. Not that there's anything wrong with being a lesbian, but they aren't. Randall, thank you for the super chat. Canadian, how about that? Thank you. Bobby, thank you for the super chat. He says, I'm Death Valley's #1 ambassador. How about that? That's really kind words. Thank you. I would love to be the official Death Valley ambassador. Unfortunately, though, pretty sure they don't need me. There's plenty of people going there as it is. Oh, here's a new person. Otis Huckleberry recently found my channel. Glad to have you along, Otis. Thanks for joining, and enjoy the ride. Someone sending me prayers. Thank you. Oh, a hi from South Dakota. George says he loves me. Oh, Naledi said my dowry is too expensive. I know, man. I'm sorry. It's just my dad. He's very strict. Beth Best entertainer on YouTube. Dang, how about that? That is some high praise. Okay. Oh, okay. Uncle Benny. Uncle Benny has a different opinion about being a lesbian. That's what's so great about this world. Everyone's got a different way of looking at it, you know? Somebody else said I'm very gay friendly. Yes, I am very gay friendly. I really don't see any problem with it. There's an overpopulation problem in the world anyways. Like the more gay people, the better, if you ask me. Plus, you know, I can't generalize, but some of the gay folks I've met are the most fun people. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be going. I'll end with this. It's 1 hour. I got to quit in a minute. I'm going to be going to the Inyo County Eastern Sierra Pride celebration up in Bishop this June. It's the first weekend in June. I think it's at the county fairgrounds in Bishop. They're having a big pride party. My sister and I were invited by a county official, actually. And so, yes, I will be there. So if you all live in Bishop and you want to go to the pride party and come say hi, I'll be there. Okay, well, now I gotta, oh, well, hold on. Someone said I'm cuter than a baby goat. And that, I gotta say, I don't think is true. I mean, baby goats, eek, are cute. I'm gonna sign off now. I gotta go do this interview, but I'll leave you with a little song, since some of you like to hear me sing. Remember this one? If I had words to make a day for you, I'd sing you a morning golden and true. I would make this day last for all time and fill the night deep in moonshine. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye.